Today is May 4, Friday, 2018. My wife Susan and I are in California, and we are now at the famous Museum of Modern Art in San Francisco, called SF MoMA. There's also a MoMA at the East Coast, which is in New York. We go there often. This is a famous painting by Matisse. I believe I cover it in my art talk in 2004, looking at 20th century art through the eyes of a physicist. This is also known as the green stripe, because this woman with a hat, that's the title that it has a green stripe on her nose. It was made in 1905, and a very famous art critic called this the ugliest painting ever made. Well, the interesting thing is, even though he said that, he did buy it. Yeah, the evolution is such that almost everyone nowadays will love it, because our ideas of what is beauty change with time. At the time then, 1905, this was probably ugly to 99.99% of the population. But no more. It's now what we call the warm bed. There is another Matisse here, and I'll take you into the next room very briefly. You see here the famous Mondrian. This is called his transatlantic painting. And he went from Europe to New York, I believe 1942. He painted over many of his works that he had started in Europe, and he finished them in New York. That's why they're called transatlantic paintings. And you see another Piet Mondrian. He's Dutch. One of the most important artists, certainly among the 10 most important of the first 50 years of the 20th century. He never finished this. He died in 1944, and he started this. I won't make this tour too long. This is a sculpture made by the most important, most famous sculptor of the 20th century. His name is Cousy. And now that we are in this room, I'll show you here Max Beckmann, a German who left Hitler Germany, and he went to the Netherlands, where he lived throughout the war, Second World War. Very famous artist too, Max Beckmann. And then the last thing I will show you in this room is George Braque. He's one of the inventors, if you want to call it invention, of Cubism. It started in 1907 with Picasso's La Demoiselle d'Avignon, and then Picasso together with Braque in 1911, 1912 reached what I would call the maximum of Cubism. They worked closely together in Paris. That was called analytic Cubism. Okay, if you want to learn more about 20th century art, do watch my lecture, which is on my YouTube channel, and it's called Looking at 20th Century Art Through the Eyes of a Physicist. It may enrich your life. Have a nice day and take care.